This is TWiT.
Tech Break is brought to you by ACI Learning. ACI Learning proudly announces that IT Pro, formerly IT Pro TV, joins its family. With IT Pro, ACI Learning will expand its reach and production capabilities, offering companies the content and learning modes they need at any stage of their development. Visit ACILearning.com and let ACI power up your IT team.
If you're going to be using AI, I guess they have something called creator prompts, which will sort of jumpstart different types of tasks. So you can say something like, write a letter.
This is on Bing.
On Bing AI, yep. Write code, write a script, write a story, write a poem, write a summary, write a tweet, write a blog post, write a quiz, write a joke, that kind of thing. So the classic is write a joke in the style of Rodney Dangerfield. Those are pretty interesting. But I asked it to write a story in the style of Stephen King. And I put it in the show notes. I put it as a separate note. I linked to it so you guys can see it. It's a little long to read out loud. But basically, the story is a couple. It's a dark and stormy night. Their car breaks down. They go find a mansion. They stay there. It's the lightning and thunder. They're terrified. Someone bangs on the door.
Does Dr. Frankenfurter make a visit?
It is that kind of a story. And the guy says, look, I got a contract to sign. If you sign it, it will change your lives forever. It'll give you power, love, happiness. You name it, it's yours. All you have to do is give me one thing in return, your souls.
Oh.
And they looked at the man and they realized he was something else, something evil, something ancient, something that had been waiting for them for a long time, something that had a name, but they didn't know it, something they would soon call by another name. That name, the name of their worst nightmare, the name was Stephen King.
What was the prompt?
Write me, it is.
Write me a story.
Write me a story in the style of Stephen King.
That's it.
Yep. King never puts.
That's kind of hysterical.
No, but it's in the style of, right?
It's also interesting that the protagonists are named David and Lisa.
It's a horror movie. Oh, the protagonist is named David, right? What were the
David and Lisa, which was a movie.
Okay,
not a horror movie, but still,
right?
It's interesting.
Yeah,
it's so
it's a
weird.
story.
The mind of the GPT is so odd.
That's I've read a lot of Stephen King. I can tell you this is not in the style of Stephen King.
It was really, it's kind of funny. The door opened and a figure stepped into the room. It was a man dressed in a black suit and a red tie. He had a pale face, a thin smile, and a pair of glasses. He does
wear glasses?
Yeah. He looked like a salesman or a lawyer or a politician. He looked familiar, but they couldn't place him. Well, it turned out he was Stephen King.
It's pretty good.
In the style of Stephen King, sort of. Yeah. Why are they, so these are three different responses? They're all different?
Oh, no, I might have...
you pasted it in 3 times.
Added it too many times.
I can't tell.
Actually,
4 times. Here we go.
I only see it once, so I'm not sure.
I see it 5 times.
Okay, I don't... All right. That might be a Notion problem.
It's a Notion issue. That's fun.
Okay.
How can we get that out to people, though? I don't know. Do you put the show notes on your website?
So here's the deal. If you go to Bing, bing.com/new, in Microsoft Edge, right, and then click on chat, you can use it in a limited way without being on the list or whatever. Right? You can still get in.
Oh, so you did this without being in the invite?
Yeah, I've not been invited in, but I've been interacting with it all day. It's never kicked me out. It's been fine. I've been asking it about, Mexico City stuff. I asked it to tell me, I said, when you were doing the ad, I said, can you tell me a story about pandas? And it told me a crazy story about pandas and pigs.
Was there any python involved, or it's just panda bears?
No, they lived in a bamboo forest with his family. He liked bamboo.
Yeah.
He had a fish named Finn.
Yeah.
So, yeah, kind of not quite a Stephen King story, let's say. So,
and it didn't say you were a bad user and it was going to kick you out or anything.
Well, I asked, okay, let me go back. It said, where is this thing? I said, I can't find it, but I asked if it was bad. I asked if it was a girl or boy. It's neither, and then I just went on from there. But it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of fun to play with.
Mm-hmm.
Ask him to write a joke in the style of Rodney Dangerfield. Actually, I'll do that right now. Let's see what it comes up with.
So you have this way of accessing it. Do we all have this way of accessing it?
I think so.
You go to bing.com. Do you have to do it in Edge?
Yep. All
And
right,
then do
this
I
is-
click try it? Is that what I do?
This is the joke. He says, I tell you, I get no respect.
I get no
at all.
respect.
The other
Good.
day, I went to the doctor. He told me I have a rare disease. He said, you have a condition called Sydney. Oh, wow. It's very serious. Isn't Sydney the...
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You only have 6 months to live. I said, doctor, that's terrible. Is there anything I can do? He said, there's one thing. You can change your name. And I said, why? He said, what difference does that make? He says, it doesn't make any difference to you, but it'll make a lot of difference to me. I don't want to be known as the doctor who killed Sydney.
Okay,
This is not
I'm
a
telling
Rodney
you,
Dangerfield
that's
joke.
self-referential.
Mhm.
Ooh, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Yep.
Consider yourself
We have reached the singularity.
an
There you
AI
go.
chat. It really is very Twilight Zone.